Holy cow, we are so back. This is literally, I mean, you could not ask for like a ruder awakening to the world of chess than this. I decided to record a chess video seconds ago, and I'm already on move 5. It's and it's the London system. Am I right, fellow gamers? The London system. I don't. I actually play the London system as white on occasion. Don't ask me why. You know what? I take this. You wanna swap me? Go ahead and swap me. RGP Chess 12406. I would love to open this castle kingside, then have an open file with which to attack you from. I would love it. I would go crazy for it. Ooh, what do you got going on here? Quite delightful. Quite annoying as well. Castle me? If you take the bishop, you take the bishop. What do we should have thought about that earlier if we were so concerned with it. The thing is, that knight is so powerful right now. It's like maybe he doesn't even want to take the bishop. See what I'm saying? Brother's trying to get me a little trapped up here. Well, we definitely don't go here. They push the pawn, I lose the bishop. One thing we might want to do is do this, just so we have a way out. And then if they take, we still take. Okay, we still go here. Then we dislodge the knight. Everything's fine on time. Positionally, I have no idea because we've already traded all of our pieces. I have no clue. I feel like they have to castle queenside. It's me! It's my turn! What am I doing? Never mind, my position is so much worse. I have to take. Yeah, I have to take. Yeah, I was just going to say, then they push. And then I have to take with my king, just to stay as protected as possible, because this is obviously a nightmare. It's still pretty bad just to begin with. I think, no matter what, they take, I take, they go queen here, and I'm in a world of hurt, man. I'm dancing on the ceiling, and I'm not talking about Lionel Richie. This actually is like worse for me. I was going to say I suppose you could just move the rook, but I don't think that actually helps you out that much. Work with me here. Okay, we've got ourselves into this mess. I was going to say we're going to get ourselves out, but I don't know if that's true. We do this. Then we play something like this. They probably castle queenside. It's kind of like a freebie right now. They did not. They took the pawn instead. Understandable. Have a nice day. We're equal on material, which seems like a blessing for me. Then we're challenging the open file here. I think if I were them, and obviously I'm not, because if I were, I would be doing better. But if I were them, I would have taken the rook. But now I feel like I actually have a great opportunity. Because like their queen is under threat. You might just take this, and then if I take your queen, I was just going to say. But no, I think I'm okay with this situation. Now you got to move your queen, and then I get a check here, which is not necessarily incredible, but it's something. It's a start. They resigned? What? Am I missing something? I feel like they could have just moved the queen anywhere, and maybe maybe they thought they were losing a rook. Because I wasn't up by that much. Anyway, we did not play a great game. In fact, we had one blunder. This was the final book move. I have a 50% win rate. That seems to be like a high for me. Pretty standard, really. This isn't a mistake, but there's something better for you. Is it just this first? No, you're losing a bishop that way. I could have told you that. No, I could not have. I mean, the only other thing, that is not good. Okay, turns out that is not good. That's a blunder. You're losing the bishop. Oh, wait, no. I was wondering if there's maybe something like, no, that seems just horrendous. I mean, maybe it's not horrendous. I recognize they could take my piece 10 different ways. Give me a hint. Oh, it's moving up by 2? Oh, okay, that is like a pawn better. Fair. I can't believe I didn't think of that. You really outplayed your opponent in that one? I don't think so, brother. I was down by 8 points for a while there. I'll take your word for it, though. The pawn was yours for the taking. Thanks. I'm pretty good at chess. Horrendous move. You're losing a rook this way. How am I losing a rook? I don't doubt it. I'm just wondering how. Show me the moves. They take. I go back. Okay. Again, this is like some engine gameplay. But like, if they took here, I would simply do this. And then I guess like maybe this allows them to actually do a forced mate that I missed out on or something. But I probably wouldn't have done that. So maybe this is not that relevant. Okay, what a great move. You revealed an attack on your opponent's rook. There was only one good move and you found it. I'm barely down here relative to like where we were seconds ago. Another great move. You kick the checking queen away with a pawn. There was only one good move and you found it. And now I have an advantage. And then you allowed the opponent to pin a bishop to the king. I suppose. I mean, it's not true, but would you rather just take the queen? They do think it's a little bit better. I mean, I would rather have 2 rooks than 1 queen, but they're pretty close in material. Anyway, I just don't understand why they resigned. Like I'm not up. In fact, they think that we're basically dead even. I imagine that the next move would be like this, right? That would be the next best move. And then the game is like pretty standard. Like I play this. I don't know if it's the best move. It's good. They prefer queen d6 though. I would have played this 100%. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what I would have done. Then they would have played knight to f1. Yeah, knight to f1 for sure. And then I probably would have played... I mean, I could have taken the pawn. I might have just played queen d6 first. Maybe I would take the pawn. I can't make a move. Oh, because it's pinned. Okay, I play queen d6 then. King f7 is best. We're getting a little complicated. I mean, that was an even game. Like, the biggest blunder, in my opinion, that our opponent made was resigning. But I've been there. Maybe they just looked at it and said, I don't feel like playing this. I've been there many times, and I don't mean on vacation. I play the exchange variation of the Caro-Kann because it's easier to understand. Well. Great minds think alike, huh? Bishop's coming out here. I mean, they're probably going to toss it down right there. So let's threaten that. Send this bad boy out here. Looks like a pretty standard opening to me. I choose to come out and put myself on the same diagonal. Oh, not smart. Not smart at all. I do have the bishop pair, though. You know what? I immediately think... Well, their knight is actually just not that strong right now. We should... Give me king over and let's start attacking on the open file. Let's turn our weaknesses into strengths. I don't really want to hot swap you. I want to turn our weaknesses into strengths. If I come back here, I'm just going to be forced to there, which is like a useless position for the bishop anyway. Think we come over here. Just keep the pressure on. You'd think at some point we would be up on time in a game. I know, it's exceptionally rare, apparently. We're up on time now! It finally happened! So let's think about what our opponent might do. They could stack up on here a little bit on the C file, or the C rank. I never know which one's a rank and which one's a file. But they also need to find a way to protect this. Like, because we got a lot of stuff we can send down Main Street here. All of our attackers can pretty easily get in line here. Not that we would want to, but we could pretty much just play queen to there. And it threatens mate. Like, we play queen here. They play this up. Like, I take with the bishop. They take with the pawn. I take with the rook. They're moving over. So they prevented that, but there's like a little bit of so what energy in there for me. I'm going to move my rook up. I'm going to leave my king completely unprotected. Rook over. Play rook over. How are they going to get some defense here? I think at some point they have to play that no matter what. Yeah. And then they got pretty good coverage, honestly. And I kind of wish I took that knight so I could get a better pin here. Now we got to worry a little bit about our queen side. I think we want to prevent the knight from moving there. So let's put this down. They're going to move there. I knew that was coming, but it doesn't really frighten me. As long as we don't move into being captured. Like, I can just come here. I'm not really projecting much power. But, like, what are they going to do with their knight? Their knight's not doing anything anyway. And I'm like, let me just look at this for a second. Take, take. Take, take. Take. No, they can't take with this pawn because it's pinned. They took my pawn. Hang on a second here. I take. I'm up a pawn. They take. They're up 2 points. I take. I'm down 1 point. But I can also take the knight. Listen, I think this is genuinely bad. And in fact, like, this move kind of blows me out now that I look at it. Very good point. The problem for me is more like if they, you know what, if we, give me a sec. This could be fun, okay? I'm not doing the calculations. I'm going for broke just because it seems like it's more fun. And let's see, they're up by 2. Queen to here. Now that's something I did not anticipate. And if they go here, that was a really smart move from them, honestly. But I can still do something with my rook. Like, I can still go rook here. They'll probably take, but then I got the knight. Oh, but then I got to... Okay. What am I missing here? Ah! Wait a minute. What are we... We're down by 5? That's enough to be upset for sure. Okay, I just got to be honest. They just outpuzzled me on this one. I thought I had some counterplay. I was wrong. I made a mistake. It's been known to happen. We have to cover this pawn because we have the same pin on the king that they had. Okay. Well, it's not great. Obviously, it's never great to be down material. They got 2 rooks and a queen. I got 2 rooks and a knight. I'm not like other chess players. I would prefer to have a queen than a knight. But we'll play it out for now, at least. I mean, I would tend to think of this as basically being lost. Perhaps I will think differently about that in a minute. But probably not. I think we need to play this. This pawn is so weak. Like, our knight is being pinned right now. And even this, like, now they don't have a pin, so I can capture with the pawn again. So, like, the attack is fine. We have adequate resources to prevent being checkmated right now. But that could change pretty quick. Okay, I still can't move my knight. They've created a new pin. I don't think he's heard of new pin. Pippin? Guess what? Now we've resolved that pin. We'd have to be very careful about some back rank shenanigans. Like, they could... You got me. I wasn't thinking straight. There's a half tilt not doing analysis there, but the other reason I'm not doing analysis there is because we know where it went wrong. We didn't fully calculate our attack before we did it, which is a bad habit. And the attack looked cool, but I guess there's always the chance we could then look at the attack and be like, oh, actually, the engine thought that was the right move. You just didn't follow through, like, enough. Stranger things have happened. World's most useless knight just dropped. Give me this. Let's start causing problems. I would love... Push it, push it. Go ahead, push me, brother. See what happens. I think my bishop might be stronger there anyway. Knight can't go here to kick me out. Knight can go here at the loss of a pawn. You don't want to take this knight, because if you take this knight, all of a sudden, the bishop's got a great pin here. Maybe. I don't know. I think we got some coverage on the open file, too, which is nice. I feel okay. And the opening is usually the most confusing part of the game, next to the end game when there's no pieces on the board, and yet I don't do enough to cover the pieces that I do have for some reason. My brain starts thinking about how can I resolve this pin on my knight instead of how can I put some more coverage on my knight or move it so that it doesn't get captured by superior numbers. Interesting. I feel like I would happily let you take my pawn. If you take this pawn, or this pawn for that matter, I take your knight. No matter what takes back, we got double support on your bishop. This seems pretty good. So you have to take the knight, presumably. Their knight is covered, but we like even with this bishop having this strong diagonal, I feel like we're in a really good spot. You definitely don't take with oh, interesting. So we're already up by 2. This now turns it into 5. It does allow them to take this if they want, but like, so what? You still lost a piece. I think it's one of those things where sometimes like it's just easier to stomach losing a piece like that. There's something clever here. And now that I'm up a piece, I love this. Because you can't take this, I would just take that. You could, I guess you could just take this and you get your piece back. Okay, we shouldn't waste too much time here. We could always just move back. Yeah, let's do this then. I feel fine. I feel asleep. How about I trust me, I see it. How weird would you like to get? They probably play bishop here is my guess. No. Delightfully devilish, Seymour. I don't know what it does, but it gets the people going, that's for sure. Again, you can't take too much time. I'm just, like, I'm not a huge fan of a check that doesn't accomplish much. This, on the other hand, accomplishes, like, a lot. I take, they take, I take, I win the queen. So they got to find a way to get, like, some more coverage on the pawn, I think. Which is impossible, maybe? Maybe they have to... oh, that's not really a pawn loss, now that I think about it. There seems to be some cleverness here, but I can't find it. They're going to take the pawn if we move? No, they can't take the pawn. I'm protected. Like, or their king is pinned. We should just take this pawn. Let me look at this for a second. Takes. I don't like it. Scares me. Compels me, though. Okay? Again, I know you're probably like, what about this? Well, that's what the bishop's there for. Now we got a serious threat coming down this way. Now we just really need to not run out of time. We can also... oh, it's a little spicy, but just hear me out here. I didn't even think about this. We're probably giving... oh, they're not even willing to do the queen swap. Okay, well then in that case, we're coming in. I think you have to go here. Obviously, we can do that. The question is, what do you do after that? Probably just take this, I suppose. This is still covered by the bishop. Did I just make a mistake? I might lose a rook out of this. Yeah, they have more coverage than I thought. It's okay. It's been known to happen. No, I think they just trusted me. Regrettable. Okay, we have to push for the, unless I've made a horrendous mistake and given up mate, we have to push for this. Then this. This is a real problem. Queen here means the knight takes it. You do this, I do that. And it's just, it's a slow dismantling now. I hope. Okay, let's see. What do we got? 29 seconds? I'm very confident in myself here. I think we made some errors in the game. But by and large, I'm confident that in 29 seconds we can get this one done. I'm even more confident now. Okay, I thought we played a pretty good game there. Let me go to game review. Sorry, I'm not a rematch Andy. When I win games, I like to review my wins because it helps my self-esteem. It's pathetic, but it's true. 87% accuracy, not too bad. But all in this like decent corridor here. And look, we were solid throughout. In fact, there's like no key moves. 56% win rate in the French defense. Well, how about that? They're like, in every situation, we're making the third best move. Okay, we captured a vulnerable knight. This is where we got up by 8. Are there even any... There's not even any errors to question. You should end up winning a bishop if you find the right moves. That wins a free pawn. I mean, this is amazing. They're basically just complimenting me. It feels incredible. Can you believe it, by the way? They gave us a star in the early game and an exclamation point in the mid game. An exclamation point. Holy. I'm on cloud 9, man. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the chess video here. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for your support on the last ones. See ya.